Hey there, and welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. Normally done with all of us in the same room, but because of the coronavirus pandemic, I am in my home in Los Angeles. Sona Movsesian is joining us. What's this town called?
Altadena. It's not that far.
It's an island in the North Sea, I believe.
It's not an island. It's a small Los Angeles suburb by Pasadena. So
to get to work, I'm told you take a small cargo plane that's coming this way anyway. Is that right? I've asked everyone in Los Angeles. They don't know where Altadena is. I think you're making it up.
Well, I don't think you know everywhere in LA.
Ask me where any place is and I'll tell you.
Matt, you want to help me out? Where's Ladera Heights?
Ladera Heights is, if you take 134 through Las Calles Noches and you go towards Nachos Fritos, you will eventually come upon what looks like Pomona, but it's not Pomona. And then you go through the deserts of Chacos Robles. So don't question my authority. But anyway, Sona, is it true that when you go home at night, you have to stop and change currency? Is that true?
It is not true that I have to change currency. That's absurd.
All right. Well,
absurd.
I'm glad you found a home that's closer to your birthplace of Armenia. So,
oh my God. My God.
I'm happy for you.
It's north of Pasadena.
There's nothing north of Pasadena. There's no known map of anything north of Pasadena. It's just scrubland. Some adventurers have headed out that way to see what's up there, but they've never returned. And later, their bleached bones were found at a store that bleaches bones.
Is that the new thing? Bone bleaching?
Yeah. Okay. I also want to make sure we mention also joining us remotely, and often he's emotionally remote, so it all works. Matt Gorley.
Yeah, I think I have to be emotionally remote to handle you sometimes, you know?
Oh, well, let's not do that. Let's try and be friendly. We are all in the midst of a pandemic, the worst since 1918. We all have to maybe drop our former ways of giving each other a hard time. So I've tried to set the right tone by correctly...
You said I took a cargo plane to work.
That was a fact. How are you, Gorley?
I'm good. I live in the city directly next to Altadena. It's not that far.
Yeah.
I've been to your house. It took like 6 days to get there.
That's because you live somewhere near Channel Islands.
Quiet! I'll have silence. God, it's so hard to be Stalin when all the people in the Politburo you're trying to have killed are on Zoom. That's what it feels like. I'm so mad right now at Beria, but I can't kill him because he's on Zoom. That's what this feels like.
It's a terrible time to be a dictator.
Yes,
you're saying.
I'm a dictator filled with wrath who's used to being able to have people destroyed immediately. But I'm just picturing right now, like all the dictators in history, like Idi Amin or Hitler or Stalin, and they're on Zoom. And someone displeases them on Zoom, and they're saying what? You? I want you to be shot. And people are like, wait, which one? That guy on the far right square. Well, no, that's not my far right square. That's on my computer. It's different. Which one are you talking about? That guy there who just said that. Shoot him immediately. Well, no, we're not at his house. Should I come in and have myself shot? No, that defeats the purpose.
I'm dying.
I'll have you killed. I'll have you shot. All right. Aww. You can have that one, Saturday Night Live. Just cut me a check. Well, I'm here in my study, my sanctum, if you will, where I go and I think my thoughts.
What?
Gorley, let me inquire about your health, because Sona's always healthy. She eats a lot of garlic.
Yep.
And she's always healthy. I've never seen Sona get sick, ever. It's unbelievable.
Well, now you jinxed me.
No, I'm knocking wood. So
okay,
okay,
good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But
yeah,
Gorley, how are you?
I'm good. I try to get out and run or walk each day, but my mental health, I feel like I'm starting to slip.
And this was starting what, 4 years ago?
Right about the time I started this job, I think.
How does it manifest itself that your mental health has slipped?
I'm just talking to walls. I'm just looking out the window and I don't know, around nighttime is it when it hits, because that's when it feels repetitive. And my wife and I are doing this, keeping a pandemic journal, and my penmanship has gone from really legible to stroke victim.
Are you keeping a pandemic journal? I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that's a good
I
idea.
think just for fun, for, if we have kids one day, day 29.
They're not going to read it.
are.
Your kids are not going to read your pandemic journal.
You don't know my kids.
That's something a great-great-grandchild finds
Yeah,
later on in a
I was
trunk.
just thinking that because I would read my great-grandfather's Spanish flu journal. He died of the Spanish flu. I
Oh,
guess
is that
there's no
true?
journal.
I love
my
how that. I love
God.
how that cracked you up.
That's messed up.
Why did you laugh? You went, "Oh, my grandfather. He died of the 1918 virus."
I laughed because he obviously couldn't have written a journal.
Yeah, he could have. He could have been keeping a journal, and then the last page was like not feeling great, and then the line just goes down. The ink just goes down in a straight line.
It gets worse. My mom just told me that he got up to shave one day and just died.
Oh,
I think he didn't die of the flu.
why do you say that?
That doesn't sound right at all. As a non-epidemiologist, I'm going to say a guy doesn't just sit up in bed and say, "Well, time for a shave." La-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh no, flu, clang, eek, dead. None of that sounds right.
A lot of the stories in my family are apocryphal, so who knows what really happened.
I think he had a shaving accident.
It could be.
I keep a journal, Matt. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that.
You keep a journal?
I've been keeping one. I write one line a day in a 5-year journal thing that I have. And I bought it with you, actually, in Minneapolis when we were on tour. I bought this 5-year journal, and every day you write one line.
That's the laziest journaling I've ever heard of.
It is really lazy, but it's cool. It's a good way of
Did you buy that journal in the Minneapolis museum that we went to?
I did.
And I believe I paid for everything.
Jesus.
Yes, I did. I
Yeah.
paid for that journal. That was a gift,
Yes.
and I'm still waiting for a thank you.
I said thank you. What are you talking about?
I want another one.
No, you're not getting another one.
I don't think you can name one thing in your life that hasn't come from my good graces.
God. God.
Oh my God.
Can we please introduce our guest?
Oh my God.
No, there's no time for a guest today.
You know what the sad thing is when you said that, I was like, and then I honestly could not think of anything. I was going to say, well, my husband, but I met my husband because of the show.
Yep. I'm responsible for everything in your life. I bought and named your dog.
No, you did not.
This is crazy.
Thanks for that journal, Conan.
No problem, Sona. And you know what? Don't even mention it.
Oh, you're the worst.